Ladies and gentlemen, fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Kingdom Hour Show, where we are declaring the kingdom, preaching the truth, and transforming cultures. Now here's your host, Apostle Keith.
Hello. I'm not Apostle Keith, but I'm your girl, Ricky. Apostle Keith is out today, so we're going to hold it down for you here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. Let's go, you guys.
Join us for the Kingdom Hour Radio Show with Apostle Keith and the Kingdom Krewe. Live on Fridays at 4:30 on WABL 97.3 FM, WABL 1570, and WPFC 1550. Proclaiming the kingdom, preaching the truth, and transforming culture.
Well, as you know, it is a good old Friday, and we listen to you guys all week long complaining about we can't wait till Friday. So guess what? It's Friday now, y'all. Y'all know that, right? It's Friday. We made it to Friday. We waited to see another day. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody is mourning their family members right now. And we're glad to make it on the other side, right? Other side of living, not the deceased.
That's right, Ricky. We are happy. We are happy to be here. Happy Friday.
That's wonderful. What about you, Desiree? Happy Friday. But before we get started with our show today, we're going to go ahead and introduce everybody, see how everybody's day is going, and kind of do a temperature check in the room. And I would start with our media department, but we're waiting on one half of the Meninas to be on the other side right about now. But I'll go ahead and start with Jada J.
Introduce him anyway.
Jada J's over there pressing the ones and the twos on the 99 and the 2000. Is that like a name? And we got, I know, right? I know, right? And then we got the Funky Cold Meninas over there. He's rolling it in right now, getting the cameras ready for us in the action. And his other half will be here in just a few minutes, but she's actually holding it down. They do more in the community than you can ever realize, you guys. Yeah. If you're looking for someone to do anything with Church on the Levee, if you ever look up, they're always working. They're always serving. So that's really, really good. And thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. Yeah. And we got none other than the voice, Miss Desiree Collins.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hey, Desiree.
Hello. Good to see you. I don't take
it for granted getting to come and connect with y'all every Friday.
Awesome.
It's always grateful to see you. It's always a blessing.
And then none other than Travapedia himself. That's what we call him, Travapedia, because he is so full of knowledge. I like to hear him talk because he give me knowledge. I be like, man, one thing that stood out to me when you said this, we had a conversation one day and we was talking about on earth as it is in heaven. If we keep treating people how we treat them now on earth, you think you can go to heaven doing the same thing. And that's one thing I think about. When I think about that knowledge, I think about you saying that. So I just wanted to say, Travapedia, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
How was y'all week?
Thank you for the light you bring to this show.
You heard that? Butterflies.
Butterfly and
Well, I'm not Apostle
bright
Keith.
colors.
Thank you. I'm not Apostle Keith, but however, we're going to hold it down today for him and make sure that we actually getting the word out, whether or not it's a word that you can share with someone else, but a word that you can actually share for yourself and you can hold on to and say, you know what, on the Kingdom Our Radio show, they was talking about this the other day, and it was really, really impactful to our life, and we want to make sure that we are being impactful and that we are actually making a difference in your lives every day. Amen. So just hold the line right there. We'll be right back with you guys, okay?
Amen.
It's the Kingdom Hour on WABL and WPFC. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. The hour cometh, and now it's the Kingdom Hour.
We're back here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show, and we are ready to get started with our service for today. You know, as you guys know, there's a lot of things going on, but the most important thing is honoring us, our mothers. We would not be here, male or female, if it wasn't for our mothers. So shout out to my mom, Miss Diva, Miss Queen Diva herself. Shout out to you, Desiree. You're a mother as well. And thank you for being a part of not having to be a mother, but making your wife to be the mother that she is today. She's such a gorgeous woman, and she's such a wealth of knowledge. So, you know, one of those things, we kind of go from there. But speaking of, this Sunday, we have church one service at 9:15. One service only, 9:15. That means your mama can go home and cook your favorite meal. Hint, hint, mama. Oh, I'm a mama too, huh? I forgot. That means I have to cook. I don't. You don't think so?
Hopefully not.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, happy early Mother's Day to both of you ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful job that you do as mothers and all of you that you go through. You know, being a mother is I wouldn't want to do it. I watched my mom raise me, and I gave her a hard time. And trying to raise a young man, it was bad. So
you heard that, right?
But she did it. She made it.
Shout out to the single mothers out there. That's raising sons. You know, raising a girl is different, but raising a son, and you have to pray for, you know, not just black men, but just in general, boys in general, they go through so much. Yes. They have that mindset of, you know, I have to do it this way because I have to be strong. I can't cry. I can't be weak. But yes, you can. You can be strong. You can be weak. You can be whatever you need to be at that moment. Show your emotions. You know, we women, we love to see emotions, especially if you're showing your vulnerability. That way we can help. You know, be open, be a little bit open.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. So important.
So important. Well, we're going to go ahead and give a shout out to those that actually sponsor us here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. I'd like to go ahead and reach out to the Jambalaya Shop, where the secret is in the pot. And the number there is 225-243-7001. Visit the Jambalaya Shop in Denham Springs. Whether you're tailgating, taking the night off from cooking, I need to do that. Feed the family, or just grabbing something for your lunch break. Jambalaya Shop has the menu items just right for you. Jambalaya, pastelaya, red beans, gumbo, shrimp etouffee, shrimp fettuccine, pork roast, and gravy. Visit the Jambalaya Shop, where the secret is in the pot. You can give them a call at 225-243-7001, or you may see them on their location at 7755 Magnolia Beach Road, number E, in Denham Springs, Louisiana. And I'd like to also make a note that they are one of our proud sponsors of Church on the Levee. Can you hear that? You're feeding people in the community weekly, every Thursday, starting at 5:30, correct? Is it 5:30? 5? 5:30. So, you know, get out there, help and support, and make sure that your mission is known. If homeless or feeding or giving back to the community is your thing, I've met some people that really want to know. They didn't know anything about them. Like, hey, man, go out there and check them out. And I want to go out there as well. I'm just trying to get my schedule to the point where I can get out there and be able to put my hands down, you know, go from there. Definitely. What you think, Desiree?
Well, I want to talk about Robinson Small Engine Repair. Robinson Small Engine Repair has a small engine equipment. Has your small engine equipment been experiencing lop issues?
What is lop?
Lack of performance. You know how when it's not running as fast as it should, or it seems to be running too fast? Well, call Robinson Small Engine Repairs. Fast and friendly service. They fix it all. Lawnmowers, small blowers, trimmers, four-wheelers, ATVs, golf courts, pressure washers, generators, and much more. If it has a small engine, they can fix it. All work is guaranteed. Call Robinson Small Engine Repair, located at 10808 Greenville Springs Road, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Or you could just call them at 225-272-5604.
Woo! Good job. I don't want no lop. What about you?
No lop.
No lop. No, we can't do lop around here. No lack at whatsoever. No lack in your mind, no lack in your ministry, no lack whatsoever. I mean, I'm just saying. I was waiting on Friday, but I ain't want no lack. I say I'm going to get up and I'm going to show up wherever I go. Hey. I'm going to be the light that shines wherever I go.
That's right.
What you got, Travis?
Well, I got A&R Tax Service. It's time. Well, it's past time now. So guess what? If you're a little late, that's okay. A&R Tax Service will take care of that. It's time of that year again where the tax season is kind of crazy. The IRS probably sent you that letter saying, hey, you owe some money. But that's all right. That's all right. We got you. You messed up last year. No problem. We got you. Call some friendly, reliable, and affordable tax services with over 60 years of experience. A&R Tax Service has been around for a long time. Call 225-775-1706. That's 225-775-1706. Go see them today. Ask for Ruby Richard, Audrey Palmer, or Ms. Irma. Either one. They're going to take care of you. That's 12841 Plank Road if you want to drive out there in Baker, Louisiana. That's 12841 Plank Road in Baker, Louisiana. Want it done right? Call A&R. All Tax Service.
Did you know if you were starting a business that you can call A&R Tax Services and they can help you set up your tax structure before the business gets open so you don't have any problems with the IRS?
Come on, management.
Yes, it's more than just filing your taxes. I just got to give them a shout out on that. Anything else that you're doing, trying to set up a business, trying to set up some structures, trying to decide how you're going to divide properties and things like that, or if you're trying to retire and you're trying to figure out how to establish your retirement, so then put your money in places so that it can be secured, they should also call AR Tax Services. They do that too.
That sounds like A&R Tax Service is a tax strategist.
That's correct.
See, it's important when you have a large business to strategize that money.
That's correct.
And strategize and structure the business. So it's really important.
Structure is important. You know, you have a lot of people that's coming out right now, and I know everybody have a gift and or talent. But when I see those signs on the side of the road that look like my 5-year-old could have done them, I be like, you're not doing my taxes. Your sign look bad.
That's right. They see you before they hear you, people. They see you before they hear you.
Yes.
It is a sign.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with you guys in just a few minutes.
Especially if they're young. But there may be ways to help ease the pain of not having your child physically with you. If your child has an iPad, computer, or cell phone, consider getting online and communicating through email or instant messenger or text. You can also play games with them by utilizing game websites or apps. And it can be a fun way to spend time with your kids while they're away from home. Divorce is not easy. easy, but it doesn't have to be a prison sentence. I'm Ebony Funderburk, your Glamazon mom. Make it a great day and stay fabulous, honey.
That's a mommy moment. Be a Glamazon mom. You're on Facebook? Like our fan page at Glamazon Moms. Follow us on Twitter at Glamazon Moms. And remember, not all superheroes wear capes. Glamazon Mom.
Well, we're back right now, the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. We are ready to be able to get started today. You know, shout out to everybody that's listening to us, that take the time on a good old Friday to listen to us. Shout out to our radio, WABL 1570, WPFC 1550, 97.3 in the Tangible Hope Parish. We love you guys. We are looking and being really excited and being able to get out and network with a lot of people. So if you guys have any type of event going on that you want us to come out and do any live broadcasting or anything like that, give us a shout. We're always looking for something to do. So, you know, being out in the community is one of our favorite things to do. So when the opportunity presents itself, we're definitely going forward with that. So you can email us at info@thekingdomhourradioshow.com. Inquiries and submissions at info@thekingdomhourradioshow.com. All right, you guys, y'all ready?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah. Yeah.
If one thing I don't know, Travis got my back, y'all. Phone over here falling, not charging, and he put it on the stand in the charger. Apostle, and on behalf of you, Travis getting me together, all together, all right? He getting me together over here. And we have, you know, another shout out we want to give out to the Right Hand Man LLC. If you have holes in your home, have actually have a lot of holes everywhere. I seen holes just from what do you call those, walls? You ever seen the holes inside of your house? You know, you're supposed to put cracks and put stuff inside of it. Do you know how to get rid of Rosses? Do you know? No. You can do something at home. I learned it from my country husband. Dishwashing liquid and water. I didn't know that. He just sprayed it on there, and he was like, watch it die, watch it die, watch it die. And it was just going to his little death from going in that hole. But guess what? If you need to get your home fresh painted, get those holes and those cracks done, you can call the Right Hand Man. He handle all of your carpentry. What they call? Carpentry. There we go. Carpentry. Drywall, electrical, painting, plumbing, and pressure washing needs. Call Kenneth White, your Right Hand Man, at 225-810-1283. Again, 225-810-1283.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Women Who Elevate presents Walking in Your Purpose, Destiny and Season. Hats and heels, y'all. Spring luncheon. It's $25 registration fee. You can cash app it to $Women Who Elevate. Women, cash app $Women Who Elevate. Come out and see Tiffany Melion and hosted by Lady T on May 20th, 2023 from 12:30 to 3:30. Walking in your purpose, destiny, and season. Join them in your hats and heels for the spring luncheon. We hope to see you soon.
Man, I need to go buy me a hat.
And some heels.
Yeah, well, I have plenty of those now. My knees don't allow me to wear heels as long as I want them to. But, you know, hey, going figure with the hat would be good. Think that my braids can handle the hat?
Oh, yeah.
They can do that? Okay. It can do
You
that.
can wear a fascinator.
What's a fascinator?
Fascinator's the little short, like the derby.
Oh, thing
hat.
to the side. You know, everybody was in their derby gear last week or had the hat to the side. Everybody that was set up and dressing for the Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby is what it's called. I want to see all y'all Juneteenth outfit, okay? That's right. Juneteenth. When I see Juneteenth, I'm going to think about everybody being in their same attire. You know, y'all was dressed up for Cinco de Mayo. They was dressed up for the Derby. I want to see if y'all going to be dressed up for Juneteenth at the same time. Right. I wasn't dressed up for neither. I'm Ricky. Okay? Ricky. Hey, Ricky Robinson.
Y'all ready for this?
If you have a birthday, graduation announcement, you can also email us at info@kingdomhour.com. We want to hear from you. Birthday announcements. Oh, what we call that? Your food stamps got approved. Your Medicaid didn't deny you. You changed your address on your Medicaid? Because you know if you don't, they're going to cancel you, right? All right, cool.
I got a couple of graduation shout-outs.
All right, go ahead. What you got?
Congratulations to Donald and Graham from graduating from the Southern University.
Did she say the? You had to say it a little slower.
Congratulations to Donald and Grimes, who graduated from the
Southern University,
home of the Mighty Jaguars. Congratulations to Justin Sims, who's graduating from college this year. Congratulations to the students from Interact Greater Baton Rouge, all of them in the top 10 in their graduating class over at Baker High School. Congratulations to everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Congratulations to Joshua Norwood from the Southern University, who graduated today as well.
All right.
Well, we're going to go ahead and give them a
all
clap.
All the graduates, citywide, statewide, nationwide. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You did something.
Congratulations to your parents as well. Because a lot of things, I mean, today was Madison's ring ceremony. Now she's official senior in the household, and this is the first child that I've ever had to want a class ring. What? And my pocket said no, but my heart said yes. So we made it happen. And she didn't have a general class ring. Hers a heart shaped with diamonds around it and everything. Her birth. So yeah, hers was real good and fancy. You know, she picked it out herself. And I must say, you know, it looks really, really nice to see the smile on her face and just to know that I'm gonna have to be a little extra the entire year. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I'm Ricky. I gotta do something a little extra. I'm gonna do a little something.
What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
Do whatever you gonna do.
I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability.
Whatever you do it well.
Yeah, that's right.
Do
but
it well.
I know one thing. I ain't gonna be pulling up in no Mercedes. I mean, unless her mama about to hit the lottery or something like that. I have no idea. Some of these kids come into school in these brand new vehicles and like they can barely drive. Like, where they going? Is it really for their mama or is it really for the kids?
It's for their mama.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I think it's just for show.
Yeah.
I thought so. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I know that car not for
No.
You said they got. I just seen you post. They got their license last week. Right. They've been driving for how long? But hey, I can't be a hater. I'm just gonna say, you know what? Let me watch out when they're on the road, because all at the same time.
Yeah, be looking out.
Yes, y'all ready for a little? What we got? Church taboo topics coming up real soon. Real soon. Okay. Well, you know what? Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back to you. Hold the line. The Kingdom Hour Radio Show is here.
You missed the Kingdom Hour Radio broadcast. No. Had a rough day? Week not shaping up to what you hoped it to be? Feeling down in the dumps? We have the prescription for you. It's the Soul Rehab. It's medicine for your soul. Let the laughter begin. The doctor is in. Soul Rehab is happening now.
Well, I guess we're going to be your Soul Rehab today on this Church Taboo Topics. Soul Rehab. So actually, Soul Rehab can be a lot of different things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what's considered Soul Rehab for you?
Well, I mean, so you have different stages of the philosophical or the spiritual side of man. You have a different parts that makes up what we call the human nature.
Okay.
The first being, of course, is the flesh, right? Which the Bible defines as the weakest vessel. It's the weakest part of the body. And then we have what's called the soul, which the soul encompasses your emotions, your mindset, and it encompasses the things that you feel. Okay. And then on top of that, we have what's called the Spirit, or the Holy Spirit, which is defined biblically as the Comforter, which what it does is its job is to dictate and determine if you are connected to God. It's God's way of getting to the people and getting to your soul. Your soul is activated, and it listens to whatever the Spirit says. Now, on the other side, there's also a flesh. All right, and that flesh is weak, and it listens to another spirit, which is called the evil spirit, or the what we call the devil, or Lucifer, or whatever you want to call him, the ancient enemy. He has many names, right?
Right.
But that devil, he focuses on the flesh because he knows that's the weakest side. He can't go through the strength. He doesn't know how to dictate strengths. So he won't mess with the Holy Spirit. He'll try to tempt the Holy Spirit by going through the flesh. So if the flesh tells the soul that I am evil and want to do wrong, it will do it. But the whole time, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit, is also saying, hey, do you think that's right? Do you think that's okay? Do you feel right about what you're doing? And a lot of times, maybe the flesh will yield to that problem or to that thing that the devil has told it to do. But then the spirit will come back and say, you see, if you do this thing, this is what's going to happen. It's going to paint a picture for you and show you that you may be in trouble.
So
there is consequences.
would you consider that it's right? So you'll be convicted.
Yes.
Because you know right from wrong.
If you know right from wrong.
So if you don't know right from wrong,
there is no spirit.
There's no spirit.
There's no Holy Spirit that is going to help you. But there could be guiding forces around you to help you, like other people who do know the Spirit. So the Spirit is always active. It's always in your presence because there may be someone who knows something that you don't know. And the soul's job is to yield, and the soul's job is to prick, is to show you or give you that feeling of endearment or that feeling of wrong. So you'll know through your soul what it is that you're encapsulating. From your soul, maybe it could be what grandma taught you. Grandma could have taught you something. Daddy could have taught you something that was spiritual. You see, and it could have been something that pricked the soul and would cause you not to yield to what the ancient enemy may be telling you.
It's funny you say that because I think about some things my dad shared with me, and knowing that this actual month here is the month that my dad passed away. He passed away May 24th, 2019. But he used to always tell me, we all have to die. We all have to go one day. So when it was time for him to go, I didn't feel like I missed something because he always prepared. Not that he was a sickly man whatsoever, but just think about how our ancestors, people before us, can tell us something as a child and it sticks with you for a very long time. So when I heard Soul Rehab, when I pressed the button by mistake, sorry, Apostle, I thought about just when y'all were talking about resting your body and how you take that 30 minutes and how you have to have a nap in for the day, and basically saying, hey, rest yourself up so that you can prioritize and be able to plan out your day effectively. And so like a lot of times today, I didn't do what I needed to do 100% because I didn't make it a priority, but what I had as a priority, I took care of today. So that's what I thought about with Soul Rehab. What's your intake on that?
When I thought about Soul Rehab, I think about songs that had the word soul in it, like My Soul's Been Anchored, or that, you're familiar with that song, or My Soul's Been Anchored in the Lord. Is an old.
Now, when you said that, I thought about no. I thought about Bobby Got Soul. Bobby Got Soul.
Oh, not that one.
That song. What movie that was? Dreamgirls.
That's Eddie Murphy. Was that Eddie Murphy? That was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's a song with soul in it.
It is. It still got soul to it.
Right. And so, or Soul Train. Yep. Right. When you think about but I was actually thinking about songs that were more like towards worship. But those were songs that have soul. Soul in it. So when I think about those things, soul, like he said, is your temperament. It's what makes you unique and different from somebody else. And so when we say soul therapy, it is finding that rest or allowing it to be in tune, allowing it to live purposefully. Right, because everybody's got a soul. So, and with that soul, it has a purpose. Yes. It's created for a particular thing. Yeah. And so soul therapy, it could be just focusing on your purpose and gift.
Oh, yes. And you know what? Take nothing lightly. I learned that. Like, take nothing lightly. Write things down, you guys. If you have a dream, write it down. I promise you it may not necessarily mean exactly what it is, but there is a book, and I'm going to find it and share it with you guys. And it talks about your spiritual dreams and how you can, be able to manifest some of the things.
Talking about the Bible?
The Bible, but there's also a book that talked about, and they actually reference the scriptures that you can go to. And I can't remember, my best friend had the book, and I never had it, but she was interested in knowing more about her dreams and what they actually mean, and just kind of going into that. But journaling your day is important. I tell people that all the time on my phone. I have book notes. I have just notes for myself, notes to my children. If I'm not near a piece of paper, generally I am, but I do write them down in my phone. And I have, to my husband, to my children, or whatever it is, to myself as a reminder just of how to keep encouraged. So that's my soul rehab.
Well, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 9 says, write the vision and make it plain unto tables. Though it may tarry, it will come. So, in order to get to your dreams, to get your vision, you have to partake in a daily draw of what you're trying to do. You have to continue to pull closer to that dream by doing smaller steps. A lot of times when we write our goals and we write our vision down, it's huge. And it's
take steps.
But we have to take the baby steps to get to that point. And it may be anchoring a foundation, just like we talked about earlier with starting a business. You have to build a solid foundation for that business to be successful. Most businesses in America, they shut down within the first 5 years because they have poor logistics or they have poor paperwork. They have the talent, but they don't follow up with the paperwork. Taxes, keeping up with the commodities, knowing what the capital gains are, knowing what the bottom line is. A lot of times they lose in that perspective because of the simple strategies. And it's the same with Christ. It's the same with the Word of God. A lot of times when new believers come to Christ, they jump in and they're excited, and they so excited and they want to do everything. But oftentimes those same believers that came in, they backslide very quickly because of the simple fact is that they're taking upon too much instead of taking the smaller steps that it takes to be successful. So anything that you do, you're exactly right, Rick. Anything you do, you should write it down. When it comes to your mind and you're not a good person to remember, put it on paper because you can go back and see what your mind was thinking at that time. And it's also important when you write goals down to put the date and the time that you did it, that you wrote it down. So you can say, oh, man, this was 5 years ago or this was 3 years ago, and look at it, how it came to pass.
Well, and I know we're going to probably talk about this in our church taboo topic, but I want to mention that when you talk about writing things down, I had a treasure chest, and I still do, things that I wanted to hold on to and things that I wanted to remind myself of. And I have a butterfly sticky note, and I have little sayings to myself. One of my favorite sayings, I am the treasure in the earthly vessel, I'm above and not beneath. I am enough, I am valued. And I have the date. Those things were written down, and they're inside of my treasure chest right now. I can literally go to that chest and pick up, and I see the date that I wrote it. I see what I actually felt, and those are all positive things that I was feeling at that moment. Now, everything that was negative, I didn't put in the chest. You want to know why? Because I don't want to remember. That's right. It wasn't a part of me. I didn't want to actually, my journal has some things in it, but that treasure chest actually holds everything that I had as a value to myself.
And that's soul rehab too.
Yes, it's soul rehab.
That's soul rehab also.
Yeah, so think about, it's going to go into our church taboo topic. So we'll be right back, you guys. Don't touch the dial.
The Kingdom Hour with your host, Apostle Keith and the Kingdom Crew, Pastor Travis Paul and Ricky Davis Robinson. It's the Kingdom Hour with Apostle Keith. It's the Kingdom Hour. It's the Kingdom Hour on WABL and WPFC.
glory.
Get ready for church taboo topics with the Kingdom Krewe. Hard topics to be discussed and tough questions you want answered and much, much more. Let's go. Up next, church taboo topics with the Kingdom Krewe.
All right, we are back, and now we have our church taboo topics. Get your phone lines together right now, and we're ready to hear from you. You can call in today at 225-406-7674. Again, 225-406-7674. Let's go ahead and roll that church taboo topic on the screen. Go ahead, the voice.
All right, check up. How can a pastor or church leader teach me about mental health if they're struggling with it themselves?
Ooh.
Read it again for the people in the back.
Please do.
Check up. Hashtag check up. How can a pastor or church leader teach me about mental health if they're struggling with it themselves?
Wow.
Well, sometimes people can tell you to walk they're walking, right? So even if you have a church leader or a pastor who is going to see their therapist, right? And then so if they're talking to you and telling you, I encourage you to see a therapist, or the platform that they're talking from is based off their last therapy session. I believe that when people go to college, if they told us something, we're listening to them because they're telling us about their knowledge, right?
Yeah.
And if you got somebody else who has some knowledge.
Well, it is, by being Mental Health Month, mental health is actually 365 days a week. We're showing this the month to recognize and to bring light to a lot of different things in our community, you know, with our children, with our parents, with ourselves, and we can kind of do what you call a checkup. But we go to our pastors, our church leaders to guide us in the right direction because they're being able to guide us from their their walk at. Yeah. But everybody have a story, right?
Right.
So they was not always who they are today. Everybody that's actually in ministry, they wouldn't always grew up to be with the Bible in their hands and been able to say, shout the glory of victory, you know, everywhere they go. They was probably in the club, you know, they were probably on the street corner, and they were probably alcoholics. But guess what? They're now saving souls because they able to see that, hey, I don't want to live this life any longer, but they still need assistance as well.
Right.
So how can we help our leaders to have better mental health days? Here we go right here. We here, Apostle. You got a day off.
That's right.
Here you go. We're right here. We're right here.
Last week we talked about the importance of allowing leaders to be able to say, I need a break. I want to be poured into. You know, so when we have the question asked, how do we hear from leaders if they're going to see a therapist themselves? Well, we are all a part of this human experience. You know, and so therefore there may be different times that we need help, but there's a song, I keep having songs in my head today, encourage me while I encourage you, right?
Okay, encourage yourself as well. But think about this. I'm going to put it in a different perspective. I like putting things not necessarily always churchy.
Sure.
If I was a doctor, I needed surgery, but I do surgery on other people. Am I not going to call another doctor to do the surgery? Or am I going to try to do it myself?
Well, if you're a doctor who needs surgery, then you can't do the surgery that day, right? Because someone else needs to do it because you got to get your own surgery. But if you were a doctor who has once had surgery, that doesn't mean that you're still not capable of doing surgery once you're healed.
I'm about to go ahead and just...
What is wrong with Ricky?
Because she just got me with that. I was saying to myself, well, shoot. And I'm actually imagining a doctor in a hospital bed in that moment. But think about it. When you're going through your healing period of life, you have to be able to say, hey, I'm not 100% healed now, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
And you have to speak those things out to people. So when you see ministers get on the pulpit and they say, hey, I did wrong and I want to beg your pardon on something I've done, how do you see that as a church? And I remember being a little girl and I seen it happen. Like I seen a pastor get up and really apologize to the congregation. I was like, what just happened? And you know, in my mind, I'm like, shoot, I want to see. Because I was a babe, you know, real life babe, you know, a teenager, just trying to understand what was going on. But at the end of the day, I seen that was actually great purpose. He's still going forth today. He still has the church today. And guess what? People are still following him. And even though he was able to say, hey, as a leader, I did wrong, but now I'm here and I'm actually bringing others with me. So what do you think, Travis?
Well, I'm a great activist of shall I say spiritual health, wellness. And I think spiritual wellness is lifetime. That's something that is the most important. When we talk about being poured into, that's the spirit. That's not mental. That's your spirit and your soul that's aching and needs something because it's lacking. And when we look at the mental health epidemic that's going on in America, which is horrible, we have godless people.
Right.
We have people that don't know God. We have people who are trying to deal with things, earthly things.
Yes.
And they don't know that they're heavenly beings. See, that's a problem. You are a heavenly being. We all are. And we come from a special place, and we are in this place, but we are not of it. So when we are trying to win this world with just a carnal mind, we will lose every single time. And that's why the cheat code is so important, which is the Bible. I call the Bible the cheat code. Many know that. And the cheat code is there so that we can have a solid mind frame. But we can't get it without the obedience that's in that word. So the obedience in the word, it teaches us what God wants, how he operates. But when we do the obedience in the word, we learn of God. We learn who he is, and he gets to work through us, through our lives, when we actually take the obedience that's written and live it. And what that does is that allows you to handle the pressures of the world. That allows you to handle the pressures of this life that it brings upon you. And you don't go out of your mind, because you have a spiritual mindset first. And you know that you have a God that you shall cast all of your burdens on, which his word says, cast all of your burdens on me because I care for you. And to care for someone means that you drop everything and put them first. And that's what God is going to do for every single one of us. He would drop everything and put you first at that moment, at that time. Because when you go to him with a humble and obedient heart, he is faithful and just to forgive you for all your sin. And then he's going to come in and scoop you up and take you where you need to go. He's going to hold you. He's going to take you, and he's going to do whatever you need to mold, which means he's going to put those special people, those psychiatrists and those psychologists and those mental health awareness advocates. And he's going to put those people in your life so that you can win, so that you can succeed. And so we have to make sure that when we're dealing with the mental health, that we feed these empty, black, dark souls, because it doesn't matter how much mental health and psychiatry and they get, they're still going to end up empty once again.
You're speaking about mental health, and I know we're talking about as far as from leadership, but there's a lot of other ways that we can actually identify mental health. It's manipulation. You can have a leader that will be manipulative to make their members to do certain things that they normally wouldn't do, or show favoritism to one or the other. What else do we have? I think about mental health in so many ways, but
Lots of ways.
and when you see these things happening, and this is not a story that's going on in our community today. This is just a conversation, but it's a conversation that is good to have and healthy to have. In the event that you do see these things, you know how to recognize them. Manipulation is real, you guys.
Well, it's huge.
Like it's really big, and to the point where people can manipulate you to do something they want you to do, and you're not even recognizing it until years or months later, and like, man, wait a minute, was I manipulated? Yeah. I was. And it can take you on a roller coaster. It could take you on a roller coaster when you see those things and you realize, hey, and you see that them doing it to somebody else. You be like, wow, I can't believe that was me at one point, but now I see that there still hasn't changed. And just because, and this is my favorite thing, in any leadership, you guys can, say, hey, I don't like this, the way that they're teaching, or this particular pastor or leader is doing this. Talk to your leadership. Don't just run. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Don't run, because guess what? They may not know what they're doing. They may not see it from your point of view. So having a professional adult conversation is necessary. Don't run from the church. Run to the church and see how you can be a help to help that pastor to grow.
And you know, Rick, it's also important that we have to have a put your mask on first mentality when it comes to mental health as pastors and leaders in the church, because you know, as the voice was saying, that you can teach while you're active. You know, and if you're active, you have the opportunity to pass on. You have a responsibility to pass on the knowledge and wisdom that you've obtained. But if you're just sitting there and you're just wallowing in your funk, and yet you don't want to change and you don't want to grow, you're not in a position to teach anyone. You're not set up to where you can pass anything to anyone, because you're going to be poisoned. So we have to make sure that every single day that we're honing our craft. So whatever it is that you're in, that you do, you have to make sure that you're getting better and better at that thing every single day. You can't just sit there and say, I'm good, I'm a master. No way, you can't do that. For example, Billy Graham, the great crusader, he's helped save millions of souls. Maybe, I don't know. He was preaching since the 20s, you know. And the man, every time you listen to one of his sermons, he's always bringing himself into that sermon to show the world that I've messed up many times, but every day I'm working on myself. And he continued to fill arenas because he showed himself. He showed God working through him.
Right.
And how God changed him and how he can share that with others. And that's so important when we are in leadership and we're pastors and leaders and whatever we may be. It's so important that we be transparent. It's so important that we are wide open and you can be seen straight through.
You know why it's so important to be transparent? Because you never know who you're helping. You never know who else may be going through that same thing and have those same questions. And here it is, you are well open to say it. They didn't have the strength to say it. They may later on be able to say it, but they have to hear somebody else do it first. So it is okay.
Yeah.
It is okay for me to say something. What you about to say?
Well, I was thinking about just the authenticity is what wins souls too.
Yes.
You know, even Jesus said, and he showed them his nail-scarred hand, that it was real, that did happen, and here's living proof and evidence. And so when we have people who are going through strife in their life, you know, and they happen to be leaders, what it also shows is that you're not exempt from it. Because you are a leader, you're not exempt from going through the trials of life. If we take that, and as Travis was referring to, and we give it to God, so God can get the glory for it. It's like, I am a broken vessel. That's not new. But I am a living epistle also, and I expect my life to be poured out as a living witness to others.
Yes.
So even in my broken seasons and when things don't look well, I think the reason why certain leaders actually have a draw when they're honest about their brokenness is because people, they see the authenticity.
Yes.
It's like, so
Yes.
it's not just me.
That's right. Real recognize real, right?
Right. It does. It's not just me. I see that you're going through that, and because you have a relationship with God, because you're operating in spirit, you're showing me it's possible to work through this difficult situation in life because I'm watching your walk.
Yes.
You know, and that's the same as Jesus saying, I went through this, and it's possible for you to do it too.
Yes.
So when we talk about leaders who are going through mental health issues and stuff, my hopes are that anyone who's going through anything goes and sees somebody for it. You know, if your finger hurts, you're going to go see a doctor and you're going to get that finger fixed. If it's your heart, you're going to go see a cardiologist.
Right.
If it's your soul, if it's your emotions, it's your feelings, then you're going to go see a therapist or a mental health professional. If we have a leader who's doing that, then shout out to the leader, because the responsibility of leadership is a heavy one.
Yes.
You know, you're not carrying just your own life experience. You're carrying the responsibility of life experience of everybody under your leadership.
That's good.
You know, and it bears many times those spirits are transferred, and it bears the weight of those all these people bears on that person. And so we need to give them the capacity to go, let me encourage you. You know, encourage your leaders, encourage them to get that mental health. And just because they're getting it doesn't mean that they're not fit to lead.
That's right.
They may, but I think it's so important to always give leaders a break.
But guess what though? they're going to be able to give a good old testimony.
testimony.
Yes. So that testimony, that after effect, that aftershock is going to be some powerful. It's like, you know what? Y'all didn't know I was going through this, but this is what I've been going through over the last few weeks or months. And here I have a testimony to be able to share with you guys. And, shout out to the associated pastor that held it down for me in this area while I'm able to take care of this area, and being able to show people, hey, I appreciate you. Appreciation goes a long way, and be able to let people know that I appreciate you, just like I appreciate our media team over there. They take out time to be able to put all this together so that we can be on the camera to be able to show this, not on the air. We're actually on camera too, and people can go back and re-listen to this whole conversation forever. It's on YouTube. We're on Roku TV. We're on Apple TV. So guess what? This is our voice going out, but there's many more out there, and we'd like to hear from you. Contact us at 225-406 7674. We'd like to hear from you on our church taboo topic today. 225-406-7674. Don't touch that out. We'll be right back.
It's the Kingdom Hour on WABL and WPFC. Keep it locked.
This is Mommy Moments with the Glamazon Mom.
Co-parenting through divorce can be emotionally draining, but it doesn't have to be a prison sentence, nor does the only time you get to spend with your child have to be relegated to the weekends. Well, unless it's court-mandated, child, and in that case, we don't want you to go to jail. Anyway, try setting up a FaceTime or Skype account on your phone, and make sure the kids have it set up on their end too. This way, you can talk face-to-face and enjoy your conversations with them in real time. Text, call, send emails just to check in or say hi, and never miss an opportunity to let them know how much you love them. It's a meaningful step to hopefully help keep your relationships intact. I'm Ebony Funderburk, your Glamazon mom. Make it a great day and stay fabulous, honey.
That's a mommy moment. Be a Glamazon mom. You're on Facebook? Like our fan page at Glamazon Moms. Follow us on Twitter at Glamazon Moms. And remember, not all superheroes wear capes. Glamazon Mom.
It's the Kingdom Hour Radio Show, you guys. We thank you so much for even taking the time to be with us today. It is a Friday. You could be doing everything else, getting ready for graduation, and just being a part of getting your Friday day cooking. People cook on Fridays. I know I don't cook on Fridays. Y'all cook on Fridays?
I do not.
Okay.
I don't cook.
You don't cook nothing? Your mental health days look real good then.
Yeah. My wife, she's an excellent cook. I wouldn't dare step in the kitchen.
Good excuse.
I mean, well, it must mean his food ain't good. Because I got a countryman, and he can cook.
I'm not country and I can't cook. I'm straight city. Egg and rice. That's where I come from.
Egg and rice.
Egg and rice, boil some wings and some pork and beans.
Well,
That's about the farthest I went.
I can cook, but I must say I was so excited yesterday. My daughters with S. Madison and Marley, they sent a message in our family group thread. We have it's called The Crew. It's me, Chauncey, and the kids, and they sent a picture of their food they cook.
Nice.
They cook some shrimp fettuccine, string beans, and a roll.
Calling y'all home with that.
They sent me a picture. They sent a picture. Me and Maddie cook. I'm sure Madison only did the string beans because she burned rice. So I know in the roll. So, but in the end of the day, food was already cooked at 5:30.
At least she in there.
Yes,
Wow, that's beautiful.
that's really really good. I was so excited. I was like, wow, they cook. I don't have to worry about doing anything.
You have some marvelous, wonderful kids.
Thank you. But you know what? I feel convicted.
Why?
I got to go ahead and just share that with y'all right now because I'm going to go ahead and just tell them and let them know I actually told on myself. That made me mad Wednesday. Wait, Thursday night? No, Wednesday. I was mad, y'all. I was mad. I was feeling mad. So much to the point. I was here. I was about to go here. And I said, you know what? The same conversation we have with dishes. It wasn't that many, maybe 2 or 3, and somebody else washed the bowl out. It was somebody else's day, and it's like 6 o'clock, right? At the end of the day, you say, you know what? We don't have no more paper plates, paper forks, paper anything. I went to the store and bought everything paper, and I wasn't going to cook the meal at all. Then I went to go buy hot dogs. I bought the hot dog bun, wieners, chili, the plates, the cups, the bowls, so they won't have no problem with dishes. But guess what I forgot?
Chili.
The dog.
The buns.
Oh, you just get the bread and roll it up.
I ain't had no more bread. But here's the problem.
Biscuits.
No, the conviction came in with this. You ready? I bought them hot dog buns. I bought them hot dogs to cook, but I went to Raising Cane.
Yeah.
Sounds like soul therapy. Just taking care of yourself.
I went to Raising Cane, y'all.
That's
so
funny.
they was already cooked. I had already ate my Raising Cane. They was like, Mama mad, so we can't ask her nothing. And all of a sudden they come in there, Mom, you forgot the buns. And I'm eating it like this. I felt so convicted. I had to pray. I really did. I had to pray, y'all. I thought to myself, that's what you get trying to be dirty.
Oh, man.
That's what you get trying to be dirty to them kids.
That's what that soul do to
That
you.
was the soul it was getting. I was convicted because I know as a mother.
Holy Spirit
was
always
the
working.
spirit.
The
Holy
spirit.
Spirit
Catching that soul.
catching that soul.
Catching that soul made
Every
me,
time.
yes. But guess what? It went on here to the kids and say, you know what, we're going to cook something for Mama today. So, FYI to my family, I'm not cooking Sunday. Whatever it is you need to do, go ahead and take care of it now. I ain't picking up a thing. I ain't washing. I ain't cleaning. I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to sit there and watch Queen Charlotte or Charlotte Queen, whatever you call it, and find something on Netflix to chill out to. Because I don't do it often, okay? Mental health.
Nice.
It's mental health month. Mental health.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
He
pretty
don't
good.
cook. You cooking? Or you going out to eat?
Today or for Mother's Day?
Well, I want to know. We have 5 minutes on the air right now. You could tell me if you're doing it today or Mother's Day. And while we're waiting, we still have our church taboo topic. So if you guys call in the 225-406-7674, we are ready for you in just a few minutes. Church taboo topic. We're on mental health and leadership. Go ahead. What you doing today?
Not too much, but I have an amazing cook at home too. My husband has always been a blessing in the kitchen, so looking forward to whatever he does. I will eat it.
And my husband told me that he normally didn't cook. He did outside meals, but he loved that we appreciate him so much, so he don't even mind. I guess because he's gone during the week. So for the most part, he do when we're home and the kids are home, we do make sure we're doing something to that nature. We have a caller coming on. Do you sit on your end?
No caller there.
Why my phone lighting up?
It just lit up. No caller.
Oh, okay. It was lighting up, y'all. I got kind of scared over here. I don't even know how to answer the phone. I be dropping stuff. I can't handle nothing. You see my
That's all
phone
right.
screen.
I think
That's
you're
all right.
handling everything
Doing
very well.
Doing well.
Very
Keep it up.
well.
Don't start. I can't even find a clap hand button. But yeah, so we got a few more minutes. This weekend is Mother's Day weekend. Again, we are having one service here at Elevate Church BR. 9:15 services. Come out, bring your mother, bring your children. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys shouting the victory. The last time they had one service at 9:15, it was so packed up in here. Yeah. It was really, really packed up in here just to kind of see everybody. Oh, one more announcement. I graduated from Kayla.
Hey.
Congratulations.
That was
Congratulations.
amazing. I actually sat there. We marched in. Marching in, it was I haven't done it in a while, so it felt different. Okay, I had a assigned seat. I didn't know exactly where that was, and the entire program, I was like, "Where's my husband sitting?" So I'm looking all over here, all over there. Where's Chauncey sitting at? Because I gave him my phone and my purse. I had nothing. I couldn't even text him. He had my phone and my purse, and I'm telling y'all, it was about maybe 15, 20 minutes before the service was over. I had already looked back, talked to Danielle Stevens' mom. I was so amazed how young she looked. For her age, I was like kind of geared towards her. Guess where my husband was sitting?
Right next to you.
Right next to her, right behind me. I didn't even know. Oh, look at us on the screen today. Look at us. Man, we were amazing. Hey, I don't know what 4.0 is going to do, but 3.0 came out, y'all. We look good. When I say we look good, we look good.
Beautiful people.
Yes,
Beautiful
yes.
people.
Sister Bridget, Miss Nisa, all of them, everybody, you know, we became family and friends. We actually made a networking Christian familyhood that you cannot break. It's almost like when we see each other, it's such a joy. You know how back in the day before you got Christ in your life, you will see somebody be like, I can see somebody right now and just have the biggest smile on my face, knowing if they've done me wrong or not, just going, smile. You know why? I have God within me.
That's right.
I can smile. I don't have to look back at my past. I can smile today. So I'm excited about what God is going to do in my life, my family's life. The seed that I sown in Kayla, I know is going to reap the harvest later on for my family, you know. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to all of that. So we're going to almost get ready to leave, y'all. It's actually 5:29, so it's time for us to get out of here right now and off the air. Are we doing after hour today? No after hour today. Usually we'll stay on and we'll be on the digital streams. However, today we're going to end it here on the air. We thank you guys for joining us. We have the Funky Cole half of Menina. I can't say what apostrophe is. We have Jada J. I can't think of her middle name. L, just L for L Studios. We got Jada J over there, Jada L over there as well, pressing the buttons on her end. And over here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Production, we have Travis Paul. Thank you, Travis, for joining us today and being so faithful to the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. He was here when I came, and so I'm so excited to be a part of the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. And none other than my friend, my butterfly, the voice, yes. Desiree Collins. Yes, yes. I met Desiree, and we connected immediately before her first time here, and she came on the capacity of EBR, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. And so now that you've become my sister more than one time, because you my sister's sister, then you my sister too. So you got like both of us. You know, she remind me of my sister, so I was excited about there as well. Just kind of making things come together. Mm-hmm. You know, and for me, I am the emergent butterfly, Ricky Davis Robinson. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Ricky Robinson, so my husband won't be having a heart attack out there in the world. But he lets me wear my Davis well. People know me by that name, so it's a lot of times people like Ricky Robinson, who? Ricky Davis, and they say, oh, okay, I remember who that is now. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here, you guys. We do thank you on behalf of Apostle. We want to thank you for listening to us here at the Kingdom Hour Radio Show. We want you to come back and join us on next Friday, same time, same place. Don't tell a friend, but be the friend that can tell a friend when they're doing something right. Okay? Show appreciation. Amen. Happy health life that help other people as well. Pressing that button right? No, wrong.
I went quiet. I ain't even try to.
Been blessed. If you would like to contact us, please visit our Facebook page at The Kingdom Hour, or you can email us info@kingdomhour.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next show. It's The Kingdom Hour on WABL and WPFC. Keep it locked.